Welcome to the Astro-Numerology forecast for April 2013. Hi, I'm Tanya Gabrielle, your money numerologist, and we have reached a pivot point because April is a 10-1 universal month of action and forward movement. And this year just so happens to coincide with Aries, which represents the first sign of the zodiac and also governs action and forward movement. So I want to mention again that the 13th year of our century is a wake-up call year. Just like, when you woke up and you heard about the Pope resigning and something that hasn't happened in 600 years, and you're going to wake up again this year to world-changing events that happened overnight. And by the way, when the new Pope Francis chose the name that he chose, which is a name that's never been used before ever, he did something that no pope was granted to do in 1300 years. So the number 13, which showed up there, is about sudden upheaval, complete transformation, death and rebirth. Absolute change. And worldwide, there are many shifts that are going to come, all in the spirit of helping us get a new perspective. And this is really the essence of our 13th year of our century. So, when it comes to you and me, that perspective concerns our responsibilities and how we create abundance, because 2013 adds up to 6, the abundance number. And in April, the good news is that we can all press the restart button. We can choose to take responsibility for everything that happens to us in a really big way. Because as I said, April is a 1 universal month, and the new moon, signifying new beginnings, occurs on the 10th of April, which is a 1 universal day. Thirdly, the planet that rules Aries is action-packed, fiery Mars, and Mars just so happens to be moving through the sign of Aries right now. So, there's really a lot of action for us to tap into. The other significant astronumerology event this month is the partial lunar eclipse in Scorpio on April 25th. Even though it's a partial eclipse, the numbers for this event are significant because 25 adds up to the root number of 7. 2 plus 5 equals 7. And the full moon occurs at 5 degrees. Number 7 symbolizes the lightning strike of intuition, and number 5 represents a pivot point. Both numbers signify shifts. And since we're also in the transformative 13th year of the century, when all of these 3 numbers are activated at once, they're especially potent. They activate a code. And in this case, it happens on the 25th during a partial eclipse. Also, the sign of Scorpio that the eclipse happens in is about the unseen, the unconscious, everything that's hidden from view. So at the end of April, you'll have an opportunity to really go deeply within your own consciousness. Now, the events following this partial eclipse will really ramp up the energy and opportunities for all of us this year because it's followed by 2 more eclipses. And these are full eclipses. They're complete. They're not partial. The first is a solar eclipse in the month of May on the 10th. And then also next month is a major full moon eclipse on May 25th. Now May 2013 is a pivotal month in astronumerology, and it's going to bring huge momentum. In fact, there's so much to tell you about the energy that's being released between May and November of this year that I'm going to create and host a live online event called How to Face Your Fears and Prosper in 2013. I'll be able to go into great detail about that 6-month period I just mentioned and help you integrate abundance across all parts of your life, because this is the year to do it. So look for the announcement for the special live webinar below and in my free e-newsletter. Plus, you'll be able to interact with me this time, one-on-one, and you can access it from anywhere in the world. Okay, so keep in mind that eclipses are especially powerful lunar events. So understanding the numerology code for each of these upcoming eclipses is really, really helpful. Eclipses always allow us to release, and I can't emphasize enough how important release is during the 13th year of the century. Elimination always precedes integration of new wisdom. So you must let go and lighten up the load to elevate your life. Now at the end of April, the Sun and Mars oppose Saturn, And this all happens when the planets are at 8 degrees. 8 is the infinity number of immortality and gaining strength by overcoming obstacles. So I want you to be patient at this time because you're going to gain clarity while you move forward with your goals. This is a real opportunity to get clear on your plans and to ground them into physical reality. By now, we're going to be in the Earth sign of Taurus, which is naturally grounding. So couple that with Saturn, you know, there's a strong energy of determination, on honesty, and hard work paying off for you. Adding the Sun and Mars to the equation with the number 8 gives us that strength and forward momentum. Now, April brings renewal, and in 2013, a strong sense of new beginnings because of the number 1. The celestial events are all being set up for May, which is a month packed with a punch of lots of energy. So infuse your plans with action, go for it now, and you'll ride the crest of a wave that really gets moving next month. Have a fabulous April. Stay in touch with me on my website, tanyagabrielle.com. I write an inspiring Astro-Numerology newsletter where I explain codes in current events and cycles. So I show you how names and numbers influence our lives. And I'll see you next month in May 2013.